I think that was done by Crispin Porter and Bogusky. It's a huge campaign. So how do you create an impact as amazing as that without having the millions of dollars that Old Spice spent?
I think the internet is a leveling force out there. We know this gal that spent $5,000, you know, her parents to make her a video. You brought it up. Somebody else knew the name. That lets me know it got out there, and it didn't cost much at all to do, as long as you think about what value you're providing, yeah?
Well, and my point to that actually is the integrity connected between what you put out there related to your business. Because I do see a lot of businesses that put video out there, and it's not even the production quality that's bad, it's just the message that's bad.
I watched a video the other day on something, and the guy looked mad. You know, I mean, is that the, and this is why I want to go to the experience of your brand. You know, what is it that you want to portray out there, and then how could you take that and manipulate it in a way to create a video that people would watch and think was fun and was interesting and cool, as opposed to, you know, more of a documentary. Hi, I'm John, and I own Webolutions, and I'd like to do your marketing, and this is the, who's going to watch that? Nobody, probably, right? So how do you take, you've got to, I think about the experience of what you do.
This morning on the news, I saw Beckham on the beach with a Pepsi can, and he kicked 3 soccer balls into trash cans that were really far away. So it kind of encapsulated everything you're talking about. It had the product placement, it was a viral video, and it's something people are going to go back and watch over and over and over to see, is it real or is it fake?
Right, right. So could you do something? Could you come up with a theme that encompasses the experience of what you want your brand to be out there, and then start saying, how can I make videos that I know that most people could pass around to other people, and get rid of the, this is my product, this is my level of service, and these are the attributes of my thing that I offer out there, and say, you know what, we're cool, we're fun, we're exciting, and this is the world that we bring. Here's a video that everybody would like to watch. And Arlene, like your point, although it was a little bit disjoint, if you could tie your brand into, you know, the message that would be viral, I think that's the key to doing this. Yeah.
So my question is, what's the rule about video length? Because I get really annoyed when I get something from you, because you're cool and I know I want to watch it, but if it's 6 minutes long, there's no way I'm going to watch that. How long does it have to be to catch someone's attention and make it worth looking at during a work day?
You know what? I get this asked all the time of me. Now, you watched a 7-minute, poor quality video, right? Happily, thrilled to death, right? Over and over and over. A guy who makes videos. And so when I went to journalism school, our teachers would, you know, one of my beginning teachers said to me that when you're writing, and I follow this, and this isn't sexist, it was just a funny comment somebody made, but he said it ought to be like a woman's skirt, you know? It ought to be long enough to cover everything, but short enough to make it interesting. And I always remember that. And so, depending upon what you've got to talk about, you think about your audience, and you say, golly, what's enough and what's too much? Old Spice, sound bites. I mean, the conversation is bup up, bup up, bup up, bup up. You know, and so it keeps you engaged and it keeps you interesting. The Beckham commercial, was it, you know, hi, I'm this, and then and kick and show the neat things? Was it protracted, or did it seem short? How'd they do that?
It was pretty short, and it seemed very casual. And the cameraman seemed like he was just a guy walking down the beach, and Beck was just playing on the beach. Yeah. So it was really just like it wasn't staged at all.
Yeah, we're in an age of fast, and we're in an age of on demand, and we're in an age of keep me entertained or I'm going to look at something else. We're all, you know, when we read our email, we get 500 emails a day. Nobody's reading all their emails. Somebody came up to me and they were inviting me to an event, and they said, did you get my email? I said, it come from Meetup, and we immediately understood that I might not have read it if it came from Meetup and what we needed to do next. And that's the way we're communicating today, right? And so I'm going to say length if it's good and it's entertaining and it's on specific things that people want to watch. You can make a 7-10 minute video, and I think people will watch it. If it's a funny thing or a quib or something that's going to go, you know, I would say people will watch 30 seconds, a minute. What's everybody think? What's your feedback on this?
I just wanted to make the point that I think people are growing increasingly sophisticated about what they expect from a video. Like, is this really a viral video, or has a company made it look casual for my benefit? And so they're kind of one step ahead of you very often, thinking, is this a waste of my time? Shall I move on? Because it's just trying to sell me something.
Right. And I would submit that we're all living in that space every minute of every day when we're consuming media. Are they trying to trick me? How long am I in for? You know, is this of value? And so as you're watching what you're producing, I think you have to forget about who you are and how proud you are that you made something, and say, hey, if just, you know, wake up the next morning, turn that thing on, look down at the time, look at what you're seeing on the screen, and say, would I watch this? And that maybe is a goal on, right, what am I going to get out of this? Yeah, very good. Who's shared videos? Has anybody in here shared a video that would be a video that you would consider would be good for generating ROI for a business? Arlene, your example was good. Anybody else in here? Anybody's doing a great job of making videos that people feel like, you know what, I'd share these. These are fantastic.
NetApp is a hardware provider, and they do a great job on their videos. And I wouldn't send it to everybody, but I'd send it to people that are IT, you know, savvy or telecom savvy. So, you know, and I have sent them because they do a great job of explaining features and benefits.
Are they how-to videos? Would you put them in that category?
No, they're more kind of ROI in terms of how their solutions saved companies money and made it more efficient. So,
very good. So they're educational.
I have a client, he's a in-house pet sitter, and we're trying to get a bunch of video to help him get more exposure. So what he's done is taken video of himself with the pets while they're gone, so that other clients and prospective clients can see the experience, because he goes a lot further than a typical pet sitter would with just walking your dog, and he plays with them, and he cleans your house. And so he actually has taken video of himself doing all of that and posted it on his website.
So that's the experience of his brand. They're not just sitting around locked, you know, it's a fun time. When your pet's here, they're having a fun time. Yeah, and maybe you'd even start saying, hey, let's have a birthday party for one of the dogs and film that. And I mean, just kick it way up beyond what really happens, the service, and say, here's the experience of our brand. I'm gonna have Dale come up here real fast. Go ahead, another example.
I just thought it would be funny if you did the dog sitting from the dog's perspective.
Right, so that's the experience.
So, you know, somehow put the video camera on the dog, and now the dog's looking up at the dog sitter and watching.